Hello, Tiger Nation, and welcome to another episode of Keeping Your Eyes on the Tigers. It is great to be before you once again. We have reached a milestone. We are just a little over mid-season, and we got about 14 more games left to play. But I just wanted to kind of give the Tigers a grade. You know how they always give the president a mid-season in his second year. At the end of his second year, they always give him a grade of how they think he's been doing and everything. So I'm gonna give the Tigers a mid-season grade, and I'm giving them a C minus. Yeah, that's right, a C minus, because if you look at it, one thing. When the season first started off and we played Oklahoma State and they got their butts kicked and they got their butts handed right back to them, they learned something from that. They started playing a whole lot better. If you look at the way that they went through the rest of that, the Old Spice tournament that they played in, they beat everybody in that tournament and came back along again and beat Oklahoma State once again. So the Tigers had a pretty good season after that. We rolled along and they did pretty good. We've had a couple of downfalls. Our loss to UConn and our loss to Cincinnati but those are the things. We'll talk about that UConn game in a little bit. But also I want to touch bases on our guard play. Our guards have been played. They started off playing pretty good, but here in this middle part of this first half of the first half, they started playing real. I don't know. They were just off. They couldn't buy a bucket. And any time that your outside game is not on focus, then that causes your inside game to be off as well. And I can't hold nothing against our inside players. They have been playing as well as they can. One of the points that the coach always is putting a lot of emphasis on is guard rebounding. Here recently in the last 2-3 games, the guards have been improving on their guard rebounding. But I look at our defense, and our lane defense is not good at all. As a matter of fact, our defense, to me, is real weak. And I put that also on our guards as well, because if the guards would shut down that driving into the lane, then it wouldn't put so much pressure on our big men that's playing in there to try to stop them and get in foul trouble. Our big men have really stayed in a lot of foul trouble here recently. Shaq don't play a whole first half because he's still picked up 2 fouls, and from last year to this year, Shaq is playing a whole lot smarter than he did last year. When I look at our senior guys, there is room for improvement. I mean, if you're going to the next level, you got to be a whole lot better than they are playing now. I look at Joe Jackson. He's averaging, field goals. He's shooting 41%. And then at this is his season so far average, and he's only shooting 19% from three-point range. He's a good free throw shooter. He's averaging 84%. And Michael Dixon is only shooting 45%, and he's only shooting 35% from the three-point range with a 79% free throw average. But now, Chris Crawford, as well as Chris has been last year, I look at Chris' game, and Chris' game has really been off. Chris is only averaging about a 40% from the field goal range and 38% from three-point range. I mean, that's just a little over a third of his three-point shots that he has made. And he's only shooting 66% from the free throw. But Chris is not really getting that much to the free throw. So, you know, and Gerard Johnson is only shooting 36 from the field, and he's averaging 23% from the three-point range. You know, 59% free throw shooter. That's real weak for our guards. You know, but you know, there's room for improvement, and I'm hoping that our guards can improve. And you know, I give Coach a C as well. You know, Coach is doing as well as he can with what he's got to play, and we've got some good players. But you can coach, you can train, but it's their functioning once they get on the floor as to what's really going on. You know, but we got 14 more games to improve in order to try to make it to the big dance and also win this conference championship. That's right. But you know, Tiger Nation, last week we had a down and a up. I'll say we had not an up and down, but we had a down and up. That's right. We lost last Thursday to UConn, 83-73. And we won over LeMoyne Owen 101-78. You know, UConn came in here and they were awesome. I really have to give it to UConn. UConn was hitting threes from the parking lot. And every time that the Tigers would really make a run at them after they got the lead, just when it got crucial, UConn would hit a mighty three on them again, and not only one, but they would hit two. And their point guards was driving in. I mean, they were just manhandling our guards on the outside, you know. But you know, UConn came in here and they really did good. The Tigers were good up until the last 5 minutes of that second half, and just seemed like they ran out of gas. But you know, hats off to UConn, and you know, we just got to improve on that. You know, in that game, Michael Dixon was our high point man. Mike scored 16 points, and Nichols had 13 points with 5 rebounds. You know, I'm still concerned about our rebounding. Now I'm a stickler on rebounding. And then when we played LeMoyne on, you know, quite naturally, what else would you expect? You know, against LeMoyne on, 101-78, and the coach really played. He played the second team, the bench, and out of that, Nick King was our high point man for the whole team. Nick had 18 points and 5 rebounds, which was outstanding. Iverson had 11 points and 5 rebounds, and Johnson, for the starters, had 12 points, and the rest of them just kind of was off and on. But you know, the Tigers have really got to step up and really improve their game. I'm always going to say that if you got a good outside game, it opens up for your inside game. And once you get the inside game going, then that opens up for the outside game as well. So you have to learn how to do that vice versa. But this week coming up, we got Houston on Thursday night at 7 o'clock here at home. We got 2 home games, and we're looking forward to we're looking for the Tigers to really improve on our home game. You know, we're 0-2 at home now in this conference, and we really need to improve on that. And also Saturday at 1 p.m. They will be playing South Florida. That's going to be on the CBS Sports Network. So if you ain't got no cable, I guess you ain't gonna get this. And then you got to get that package also in order to get the CBS Sports Network. That's right. But anyway, as it go, this is John, and I'm here hollering at you for keeping your eyes on the Tigers. Now y'all come back again. I'll holler at you. Bye.